3.4 Gymnosperm. The gymnos naked spermicides are a plant in which the ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall and remain exposed both before and after fertilization. The seeds that develop post-fertilization are not covered that are naked. Gymnosperm include medium-sized tree or tall tree and shrub. Figure 3.4. One of the gymnosperm, the giant redwood tree sequoia, is one of the tallest tree species. The roots are generally taproot. Roots in some genera have fungal association in the form of mycorrhiza (pinus), while in some other (cycas) small specialized root called carollide. Roots are associated with entofixing cyanobacteria. The stem are unbranched (cycas) or branch (pinus cedrus). The leaves may be simple or compound. In cycas, the pinnate leaves persist for a few years. The leaves in gymnosperm are well adapted to withstand extremes of temperature, humidity, and wind. In conifers, the needle-like leaves reduce the surface area. Their thick cuticle and sunken stomata also help to reduce water loss. The gymnosperm are heterosporous. They produce haploid microspore and megaspore. The two kinds of spores are produced within sporangia that are borne on sporophyll, which are arranged spirally along an axis to form lax or compact strobili or cones. The strobili bearing microsporophyll and megasporangia are called microsporangiate or male strobili. The microspore develop into a male gametophytic generation which is highly reduced and is confined to only a limited number of cells. This reduced gametophyte is called a pollen grain. The development of pollen grain takes place with the microsporangia. The cones bearing megasporophyll with ovules or megasporangia are called microsporangiate or female strobili. The male or female cone are strobili may be born on the same tree (pinus). However, in cycas, male cones and megasporophyll are born on different trees. The megaspore mother cell is differentiated from one of the cell of nucellus. The nucellus is protected by envelope and the complete structure is called an ovule. The ovules are born on megasporophyll which may be clustered to form the female cone. The megaspore mother cell divides meiotically to form 4 megaspores. One of the megaspores enclosed within the megasporangia develop into a multicellular female gametophytic that bear 2 or more archegonia or female sex organ. The multicellular female gametophyte is also retained within megasporangia. Unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes in the gymnosperm, the male and female gametophytes do not have independent free-living existence. They remain within the sporangia retained on the sporophyte. The pollen grain is released from the microsporangia. They are carried in air current and come in contact with the opening of the ovus bones on megasporophyll. The pollen tube carrying the male gamete grow toward archegonia in the ovule and discharge their content near the mouth of the archegonia. Following fertilization, zygote develop into an embryo and the ovule into seed. These seeds are not covered. Gymnosperm: A. cycas, B. pinus, C. ginkgo. 3.5 Angiosperm. Unlike the angiosperm where the ovules are naked, in the angiosperm or flowering plant, the pollen grain and ovules are developed in a specialized structure called flower. In angiosperm, the seeds are enclosed in fruit. The angiosperm are an exceptionally large group of plants occurring in a wide range of habitats. They range in size from the smallest Wolffia to tall tree of eucalyptus. Over 100 meter. They provide us with food, fodder, fuel, medicine, and several other commercially important products. They are divided into two classes, the dicotyledon and monocotyledon. Figure 3.5. Figure 3.5 angiosperm. A. Dicotyledon. B. Monocotyledon. Summary. The plant kingdom include algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Algae are chlorophyll-bearing, simple, thalloid, autotrophic, and largely aquatic organisms Depending on the type of pigment possessed and the type of stored food, algae are classified into three classes, namely chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae, rhodophyceae. Algae usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation, asexually by formation of different type of spore, and sexually by formation of gamete which may show isogamy, aneugamy, or ogamy. Bryophyte are plants which can live in soil but are depend on the water for sexual reproduction. Their plant body is more differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus like and prostate or erect and attached to the substratum by rhizoid. They possess root-like, leaf-like, and stem-like structure. The bryophytes are divided into liverwort and mosses. The plant body liverwort is a thalloid and horizontal, whereas mosses have upright, slender eggs bearing spirally arranged leaves. The main plant body of a bryophyte is a gamete producing and is called a gametophyte. It bearing the male sex organ called antheridia and female sex organ called archegonia. The male and female gamete produce fuse to form zygote, which produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. It produces haploid spore. The spore germinate to form gametophyte. In pteridophyte, the main plant is a sporophyte, which is differentiated into two root, stem, and leaves. This organ possesses well differentiated vascular tissue. The sporophyte bearing sporangia, which produce spore. The spore germinate to form gametophyte, which required cool, damp place to grow. The gametophyte bear male and female sex organ called antheridia and archegonia respectively. Water is required for transfer of male gamete to archegonia, where zygote is formed after fertilization. The zygote produces a sporophyte. The gymnosperm are the plant in which ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall. After fertilization, the seed remain exposed, and therefore these plants are called naked seed plant. The gymnosperm produce microspore and megaspore, which are produced in a microsporangia and megasporangia. Born on a sporophyll. The sporophyll, microsporophyll, and megasporophyll are arranged spirally and axis to form a male and female cone respectively. The pollen grain germinate and pollen tube release the male gamete into the ovule, where it fuses with egg cell in archegonia. Following fertilization, the zygote develop into embryo and the ovule into seed. The angiosperm are divided into two classes, the dicotyledon and monocotyledon.